Last time we travelled down memory lane with Andy, it was all about his homemade decoys. Now it's time to put the bits of old pipe to the test by using them on a day on the peas.
They work.
They work, hallelujah. Yeah, scared a few up.
Andy hasn't shot this bit of ground in a while. So far this year, Andy's pigeon shooting exploits have been few and far between. But who needs pigeons when he's bagging serious numbers of grey squirrels, and all in one small area of the farm?
We've been shooting 1 or 2 squirrels.
Here, and jay-wings.
And jay-wings, yeah. I'm going to cut the jay-wings. Put your head down. Let me shut the lid. Let me shut the lid. Keep it cool.
Look at all of them.
All these squirrels' tails. This is not all of them. This is not all of them. It's only some of them.
Yeah. There's one in there that I shot.
That's in the freezer. Because you shot one. You shot 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2 were young crows.
So these all frozen, and they're gonna go for fishing flies. There was a clump of beech trees, and as soon as the little leaves were just starting to come out, they were absolutely hammering them. And I remember we went to one, and there was about 15 up in one tree, and we really did hammer into them a bit.
Right. We're going to go shoot some pigeons.
Should we go and shoot some
things to talk about?
Shall we go and shoot some pigeons?
Yes.
Shall we? We'll chuck everything in the buggy, which is a bit different to where it used to be. I used to chuck everything onto a push bike. What?
Shoot well.
Shoot.
May the force be with you, Luke.
Right, let's get some decoys set up.
Back to the peas, and to add to the nostalgia, he's dug out an ancient pigeon cradle.
It consists of a 2-2 air gun spring, a couple of bits of metal that my uncle made it with, and 2 staples. And I can assure you, the amount of times those staples have been either in my hand or in my back when I chuck the bag over my shoulder, it's unbelievable. I can guarantee nearly every time you chuck a bag on your back with decoys, that sticks in your back. So
was he copying something, or is that something he just came up with himself?
that's something he come up with.
To create that movement?
Yeah.
So when was that? That's 70s, is it?
Oh yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, it would have been the 70s. Yeah, it would have been, yeah. Mid 70s.
Ingenious.
Yeah. And it's like the decoys we've made. Now you buy shell decoys, it's exactly the same as them really. I mean, no different.
Of course, these days, Crow has all the best kit that any modern crop protector could wish for. At the beginning, though, it was make, do and mend.
You have in your hand your very smart F16, Blaser F16.
Yep.
So what would you have had in your hand as a young man with your grandfather out pigeon shooting?
Oof. Well, it's usually the hand-me-downs, everything that was either shot out or knackered. I started off with a single 410. That was all right. I swiftly moved on from that as soon as I realised the bigger was better. And I went on to a 12 bore, single barrel 12. But that kicked me so much, bruised me, used to knock me back about a yard every shot. So Grandad said, but you can use my old 16 bore. Anyway, his old 16 bore, I got a hole in the barrel, about halfway down. Oh,
right.
About here somewhere it was.
Caused by what?
the man he shot it. Yeah, he'd had it forever.
Yeah.
Well, this thing had got a hole in it. He stopped using it because it got a hole in the barrel. But he handed it to me to use.
Oh, right.
It was all right, because we put a bit of masking tape on the hole. Yeah, and then swiftly moved on to a Savage 5-shot pump action 20.
Again, a hand-me-down?
That was a hand-me-down. It used to misfire every 3rd shot, but it wasn't until I started on the clays, mid-80s, late 80s, started on the clays, and it was a case of fiddling about with guns, putting pads and bits on here and bits on there and shaving bits off. And yeah, but no, it's reliability, that's what I go for. It shoots as flat as an ironing board, and I've hammered it, I really have. It's done me well, this old gun. Where's this old boy will come?
No pressure on that one, Crow. Having given it the build-up.
Yeah, giving it a build-up. Yeah, there was a little bit of pressure there. I thought, shall I give it this much? Shall I give it that much? No, so don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. You're on camera. I didn't get it.
I'm going to switch off now before we have another pressure moment.
Yeah, I would, David. It'd be nice if you would.
The shooting is slow but steady. Maybe because we've been talking old times, Crow is a bit more relaxed. He's still intrigued by the present problem of what the pigeons are eating at this time of year.
Well, those little bits of root of some sort. Ash leaves.
What's that? Oh.
A couple of cherries.
The cherries.
3 cherries. 3 green cherries. Yeah, little bits of root off of something, off of some anemone or something in the wood.
Wow.
Just proves that
Isn't it?
they eat anything. These are bits of ash leaf. 5 cherries, and then they're like bulbs. I know most things, but I don't know that.
Decoy.
Wherever it is, there must be a lot of roots there.
If anyone can tell us what the small root-like structures are filling the woodie's crop, please stick it in the comments below the film. We'd love to know.
I mean, people talk about bags. What do you reckon your grandfather's biggest bag was? I mean, are we talking? I mean, did you almost give up after a certain amount? Was it a sort of slightly different attitude?
With my granddad and my uncle, usually it was when they run out of cartridges. One day down on a big farm called Sternberg's down on the Romney Marsh. I can remember I was down there one day, there's a pond out in the middle of this field, and it went from going really well to extremely well. I know that was over 400 that day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
It was over 400, and we got to, and that was like late afternoon, but we still probably had another 3 hours shootings. But no, those were the days.
It's been a fascinating day, and we end up with a bag of about 60 birds, plus a bag full of those ancient and modern pigeon shooting tips from the Crow Man. As we pack up, here's one more.
Good day?
Yes.
Enjoyed yourself?
Yes. What do I put these in there?
No, keep them out, because otherwise the blood off the pigeons will get on the decoys. Yeah, I'll take these as well, please.
Okay.
Otherwise the blood will get on the decoys, and then
They won't be good.
that's it. They go all black and horrible.
Yeah, and the picture will see and they won't come.
That's it. Well done, mate.
If you're prepared to admit that new has a place as well as old, for more information about the Blaser F16 range, go to blaser.de, and for Crow's clothing and kit, check out jackpike.co.uk.